I'd like to talk about one thing in particular, and that was the original production that was done here in 2008, and I was a part of it as well.
Yeah.
It was a production called Moving Home. Let's talk about the circumstances of that particular show.
Well, of course, it was during the famous, or right after the famous flood of '08. I was in Chicago, like right when it happened. And then I traveled through here and thought I'd just look in on people, you know, look in on my mom for a few days. But it was still, the water was still up there and everything, you know.
It was over 31 feet, that flood. Had never happened in Iowa. I think the highest it had ever gotten in the history of Cedar Rapids, rather. It was 20 feet.
Yeah,
so it was
a
over
big deal.
31 feet, and 10 miles was impacted. It shut down businesses, the center of town. Wonderfully, no deaths, but it was devastating. I think it was number 6 on the FEMA list of most costly natural disasters.
It was like coming into a war zone,
Yeah.
you know. And then I met this whole cast of characters that were coming together to do some sort of theatrical musical production.
Lysistrata,
about it.
we were gonna do that.
Is that what
piece.
you were gonna do?
Yep. And we canceled because everyone was so impacted by this flood. It just seemed too frivolous to try to put a show together, and no one's minds were there.
Right.
But, you know, in response to that, you and Gerard here at Brucemore kind of took all the other arts organizations under your wing. Remember that? There were 5 or 6 arts organizations that were flooded out of their buildings and had nowhere to go. And they all came to Brucemore.
I just wandered into it.
Yeah.
And it was happening.
Well, you wandered into it, but then you committed within 1 week's time to write an original score for this show.
Well, I saw the script, and I was like, maybe I could write a song for it.
Yeah.
And then on one night, I wrote 10.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking, well, okay, here, you know, you guys incorporate them, sing them. And I think Gerard said, oh no, man, you got to sing them.
You were the balladeer in the show.
So I got to, a new role was created of the wandering, but you guys did some of them.
Yeah.
Stacia sang and Leslie Sharp sang, and there were choral numbers. So it was great just to be able to, 1, feel like you're doing something, and 2, get to be part of this much bigger thing and just be a cog in it. Yeah,
it was really beautiful. Can you do a song from that show?
Oh yeah, I could. You know, I don't like of a course like do all those songs, but I still like those songs. Yeah, I'll do one of those.
Okay.
As the universe spins like a crazy basketball, the sun keeps the earth in motion. Everything must surrender when a crooked little stream becomes an ocean. Crooked little stream becomes an ocean. Crooked little stream, how you like to dream, strawberries and cream. David slew Goliath, that's the way it was. A little man sometimes takes a notion. Everything must surrender when a Crooked little stream becomes an ocean. Crooked little stream becomes an ocean.